If you don't like waiting but love drama, then GlamGossip is your new obsession. Buckle up. We're diving into the wild world of A-listers, red carpets, and all the behind-the-scenes drama you crave. From jaw-dropping breakups to dazzling comebacks, we've got it all. Want the inside scoop on who's feuding or who's flaunting? You're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay in the know. No boring headlines, just pure, unfiltered Hollywood chaos. Let's get this party started, GlamGossip style. See you in the comments.
Okay, buckle up, entertainment fans. We've got some really juicy stuff that just landed straight from the pages of People magazine sources you actually sent over.
That's right. And we are ready to dive deep. Our mission to unpack these headlines, pull out the surprising detail, the stuff hiding underneath.
We're going to give you the ultimate shortcut to being totally in the know. Fast.
Exactly. Think of it as getting the real story behind the story.
Okay, let's kick things off. First up, a story that's like part heartwarming throwback, part wow, that actually happened.
We're talking the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Can you believe it? The movie is 20 years old.
Yeah.
Like today,
Yeah.
June 1st, 2005 was the release.
20 years. That's
Yeah.
And the core of it, obviously, was that amazing bond between the four friends, right? Carmen, Lena, Bridget, Tibby.
America Ferrera, Alexis Bledel, Blake Lively, Amber Tamblyn,
Yeah.
and those magic genes keeping them connected that summer.
But here's the absolutely incredible part. This is straight from the sources. That friendship you saw on screen, it actually became real. They formed this super tight bond in real life that's lasted 2 whole decades.
No way. That's amazing. So it wasn't just for the cameras.
Not at all. And the director, Ken Kwapis, he talked about this. He apparently knew, right away when he met them,
Knew what?
that they were perfect. He mentioned Blake Lively. She was only 16. It was her first acting gig playing Bridget.
Wow, 16.
Yeah. And he said she had this intuitive connection to the character. The others, America, Alexis, Amber, they had more experience, but he felt that same it's factor.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? The challenge Kwapis had was huge. These 4 women, they'd never met before filming.
Right, and their characters were only really together, physically in the same place at the start and the very end.
Yeah, he called it bookending the film. So how do you fake, that friends since birth vibe quickly?
Okay, this is the genius part Kwapis came up with. His little trick. Before they even started shooting,
Go on.
he sent them to a thrift store. Gave them 75, maybe $100 each.
A thrift store. Why?
The instructions were, buy something in character. And this is key, advise the others in character.
Oh, I love that. That's so smart.
Totally. Kwapis explained it was like a way to rehearse without actually rehearsing a scene. It forced them to interact, right, to figure each other out as their characters.
And build that shorthand, that history, super fast.
Exactly. And Kwapis pointed out how incredibly rare this is, in Hollywood. People have these super intense relationships for a short time on set.
And then boom, they go their separate ways. Project's over.
Right. But these 4, he said they have remained best friends. He even, keeps in touch with them, hopes to work with them again.
That's fantastic. It really shows sometimes those movie set bonds, they actually stick. A director's clever idea accidentally fostered, a real lifelong friendship. Against the odds, really.
Such a great outcome. You love to hear it.
Okay, all right. Moving from that enduring friendship to a music collaboration that absolutely broke the internet.
Oh, yeah. Get ready for this one. We're talking the legendary Dolly Parton.
And her reaction to Beyoncé, Queen Bey herself, covering Jolene.
On the Cowboy Carter album, yeah. This was huge news.
Huge. And the sources dig into how Bey changed it, because it wasn't just a straight cover, was it?
Not even close. Dolly's original is this heartbreaking plea, right? I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Classic.
Beyonce's version, it's a full-on warning. I'm warning you, don't come from my man. Total fiery makeover.
Whoa. So what did Dolly think? I mean, that's her iconic song.
Okay, get this. Dolly's reaction, quoted right from the source. She's a huge fan of Beyonce, called her a magnificent artist.
Wow.
Praised everything, her beauty, her singing, her dancing. Just total admiration.
That's incredibly gracious. Did she like the album overall?
She called Cowboy Carter a really, really good album. And Dolly's actually on it.
Wait, really? How?
Yeah, twice. She plays a fictional radio DJ on one track, Dolly P, and then she has a little cameo at the start of Beyonce's song Tyrant.
Okay, but the Jolene cover specifically, what were her exact thoughts on that radical change?
She said she was just honored. loved that it was a completely different take. She even compared them directly.
What did she say?
She said, and I'm quoting here, hers was more like, well, you're not getting him, you're not taking him, you're going to go through me to get him. Mine was more like, please don't take him. So I loved her interpretation.
That is so cool. She totally got the shift in power.
Exactly. And she explained why she felt that way. She said, as a writer, you like to hear how different people interpret your songs.
And how they put their own spin, do their own take on it. Yeah, that makes sense.
She said she was very proud of it. The sources also mentioned, Bey's tour wrapping up, Dolly wishing her well, just pure class.
It's just fascinating, right? Seeing a master songwriter like Dolly not just approve, but genuinely celebrate such a bold reimagining of her work.
Totally. It's all about respect across genres, across generations. Shows how art can evolve.
All right, and for our final piece of must-know news from the sources, this just dropped. Major life update time.
Yes. Huge congratulations are in order for Saoirse Ronan.
The incredible actress. What's the news?
She's pregnant, expecting her first baby with her husband, Jack Loudon.
Oh, that's wonderful news. How did this come out? Did they announce it?
Well, not exactly an official announcement. The sources say she was spotted out and about in Islington, London,
Okay.
walking with Jack and their dog, Fran.
Oh.
And she had a visible baby bump. The Daily Mail got the photos, and, well, the news was out.
Ah, the paparazzi route. So they just got married too, didn't they?
They did, and very quietly, apparently. The sources confirm they tied the knot back in Edinburgh in July 2024.
Edinburgh. Nice. Was it a big affair?
Nope, described as low-key. Just a handful of the couple's closest friends. And get this, all the guests were sworn to secrecy.
Wow. Sworn to secrecy. They really value their privacy. Where did it happen?
Edinburgh Central Registrar's Office. Very understated.
And didn't engagement rumors pop up before that, like last year?
Yeah, October 2023. She was seen wearing a diamond ring in Paris. So it seems like they've consistently tried to keep these huge personal moments, just for them.
Until a camera catches them, I guess. It's tough.
It really is.
Yeah.
But the sources also gave us some nice little insights into their dynamic from back when they worked together.
On Mary Queen of Scots, right. He played her husband in that, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jack Loudon apparently raved about working with her, called her a force of nature on and off screen, said she was utterly fearless and a brilliant leader.
High praise. What did Saoirse say about him?
She told people they have very similar tastes, which is always good, and that she completely trusts his eye because he doesn't sugarcoat anything.
Oh, I like that. Straight shooter.
Yeah, and she had this interesting description, called him a sort of typical Scot, where if there's a problem, he's the first one to try and solve it.
Okay, I can picture that. Problem solver.
So you put all these little details together from the sources, you see them trying so hard for privacy with the wedding, then the baby news breaks via photos anyway.
Yeah, the contrast.
But you also get these glimpses from their own words about trust and directness and problem solving. It shows how they navigate being these, major actors, but also just people trying to build a life together.
And just like that, wow, we've covered some ground. Another deep dive complete, hitting those key stories from the two sources you wanted us to check out.
We really did. That amazing real-life sisterhood bond that started with a clever director trick.
Right. And Dolly Parton's just incredibly cool and supportive reaction to Beyoncé's powerful Jolene remake.
Yeah, that artist-to-artist respect. And then getting the scoop on Saoirse Ronan and Jack Loudon, navigating marriage, baby news, and that constant privacy battle.
Hopefully you feel like you got the real download fast, the key details, the little insights that make these stories click.
Yeah, going beyond just the surface headline. Whether it's about how genuine connections get made, unexpectedly.
Or how artists engage with their own legacies and let them evolve.
Or just that tricky balance between being a public figure and needing that personal space.
Absolutely. There's always more to it when you dig a little deeper into the sources.
Which kind of leaves us with a thought, doesn't it, based on all this?
Yeah.
In this whole world of celebrity where so much is performance, so much is curated, what does it actually take for something to be truly authentic?
You mean like a friendship or an artistic nod like Dolly gave Bey, or a private relationship like Saoirse and Jack?
Exactly. What makes those things feel real and actually last, despite everything?
Ooh, that's a good one to chew on. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today.